is an interactive treasure hunt. You test your Italian skills in a game that you collect clues to find the final location. The idea of the application was to create an augmented reality language tutorial which will be used for Coventry University Linguistic Department students. It generally uses a GPS locator, an audio recorder, a media player, a camera component, and a database to save all the data. Using all these features, we created an interactive treasure hunt inside your smartphone. The application will be available exclusively for Coventry University students. The team that created the application was made only by 3 members: Colin and Cube, who was responsible for the coding of the app, Iman Muzabi, who was the researcher of the team, and Emily Theophilo, the leader, which was responsible for the coding and of the group's inquiries.
The aim of this project was to create an application that would utilize GPS and geolocation features, as well as multimedia media components. It was also vital for the application to be able to save data in a database. So this would utilize database services using a backend service. Our initial choice to be able to create this app was to use an online building app, which was App Inventor. But a few weeks into it, we had a few setbacks due to the fact that we had so much limitations as in what we could do with the app, and we couldn't incorporate all the functionalities that were required in the app. So we went on a research for a while again to see if we could do this in a different application, and we came across a cloud-based application online that does build mobile apps, which was Apri.io. Now Apri.io utilizes HTML5, CSS, JavaScript to create this, and what you can do in this app is really endless. You can do anything, and the functionalities are all at our disposal.
The client who requested the application had given us different features they wanted to see in the app. They had created a similar project using a message service WhatsApp, but they wanted to expand and create a real app out of it and use all different exciting features that were available. They requested an application which would find location of the user and then show the next clue. Their idea was that when the user followed the information that was given to them, they would move to the next location, and so the next lesson would show up.
Our first step was to create a diagram with the different screens our app will have. From there, we started creating prepared prototypes of it. After usability testing our prepared prototype, we created a mid-fi digital version which we presented to the clients. The great part of this project was that we used a cloud-based system, which meant that we had all our work saved online and we didn't have to carry USBs around. In addition, we used different messaging services to communicate with each other. We used WhatsApp, Facebook, and Google Docs. Also, we used a program called Trello to assign tasks to each other. In the application, we use a database which saves all the data that users will input. We created an extra application for the teachers to be able to have their data in their hands without having to get lost in their website's databases.
Ciao a tutti e cominciamo l'avventura.
I'm going to be handling the GPS part and the coding. We're going to assign Emily to do our interface and things like that in media, as well as video, because we need to do a video after we've created this app. So Emily's going to handle that, and we have Iman to do data services, because we are both computer science students, so we are quite familiar with database services, coding, and all that type of language. But we'll also give Emily, a shot to try and work itself around the coding. And that is pretty much it for our app. This is Epri. This is the main interface of how we built the app. These are the components, the drag and drop for the user interface. As you can see, these are the input text. These are the scroll down. These are the media, HTML, and so forth. And for the coding aspect of our product, we have JavaScript. This is for finding the location. This is particularly for the GPS, and for the user that has to enter information. On research terms, we put everything that we found on this group project. We put files, documents, and so forth. So Facebook enables you to upload files and stuff, which we found very useful in transferring files and sending things back and forth between team members.
Thank you.
We also use Trello. Trello is a web-based project management tool that is really useful when assigning tasks and things to do with large projects that may involve a number of individuals. So, like in this case, we have a to-do list, a doing list, and things that are already done. We set goals and deadlines, and like Facebook, similarly, we can upload files, we can see what someone else has done in the group, and this was very useful for us for setting goals, on weekly goals, and what we had to do and things that we had to accomplish on a weekly basis.
Good. That's good.
Go.
So this is our inventor. This is our first platform that we started doing our application. We managed to do the database, the user inputs, the audio player component, the audio recorder, but we had a huge problem with the GPS locator. As App Inventor doesn't have the GPS component in its interface, and you have to go to Google Maps to have access to it.